Hello, dear English learners, and welcome back to the English in Fluency podcast. I'm your host, Alex, and I'm truly excited to chat with you today about something absolutely fundamental to achieving any goal, especially crucial when mastering English: the power of consistency. Have you ever felt that initial surge of excitement when you start a new English course or try a new learning app? You're full of energy. Perhaps you spend hours studying, learning new vocabulary, or practicing grammar. But then, as the days turn into weeks, that initial enthusiasm starts to fade, and before you know it, you find yourself stopping. Maybe it felt like too much, or perhaps you weren't seeing the super-fast results you hoped for. If this sounds familiar, believe me, you are absolutely not alone. This is a common experience, and it can feel incredibly frustrating, almost like you're caught in a cycle of taking two enthusiastic steps forward, only to slide one disheartened step back. But what if I told you that the secret to truly reaching your English goals isn't about those intense, single bursts of effort? What if it's actually about embracing a completely different approach? One where you commit to doing just a little bit, consistently, day after day, week after week? That's precisely the profound concept we're going to dive into today. We'll unpack what true consistency means in language learning, understand its immense power, explore how it fosters remarkable growth, and most importantly, equip you with practical strategies for integrating consistency into your daily life, especially within your English learning routine. We'll also discuss the common reasons why many individuals stop their learning journey before seeing results, and more importantly, how you can keep pushing forward, even on days when motivation seems to have vanished. I'll share simple, relatable examples and a compelling real-life story to help these ideas truly resonate with you. And, of course, you'll walk away with easy, practical tips that you can immediately apply to your English learning every single day. Why is understanding this so important for you? Because I know, deep down, you genuinely want to improve your English. Perhaps right now you feel a bit stuck, or maybe the entire process feels overwhelmingly long. I want to tell you this with absolute certainty. If you commit to staying consistent, you will succeed. You don't need to cram everything into one overwhelming day. Just a little bit every single day will accumulate into monumental change over time. So, if you're truly ready to learn, to grow, and to become a more capable version of yourself, not just in English, but across all areas of your life, then this episode is specifically crafted for you. Let's embark on this powerful journey into the transformative world of consistency. I genuinely hope you find this episode insightful, and that it empowers you with the determination to keep moving forward, celebrating every small step along the way. What does consistency truly mean? In the simplest terms, it means doing something, taking a specific action, repeatedly over a period of time, without giving up. It signifies that you don't just put in a huge effort for one day or for a single week, only to abandon it later. Instead, you commit to performing that beneficial action day after day, almost like clockwork. This holds true even when you're feeling incredibly tired, even when your mood isn't great, and crucially, even when you aren't seeing immediate dramatic results. The essence of consistency isn't about achieving perfection in every single session. It's profoundly about showing up, again and again and again. Let's illustrate this with a very relatable example. Imagine your goal is to significantly improve your English speaking ability. Now, consider two different approaches. Scenario A. You dedicate an intense 8-hour study session to English speaking practice on a single Saturday. And then, you don't touch English again for the next 2 weeks. Do you truly believe your English speaking will dramatically improve from this single burst? Perhaps a tiny bit, but the impact will likely be minimal and quickly forgotten. Scenario B. You commit to listening to an English podcast or practicing speaking for just 15 to 20 minutes every single day. You do this consistently. Will you notice a massive change after just 1 or 2 days? Probably not. But after a dedicated month, or certainly after 2 to 3 months, you will undoubtedly feel a substantial difference in your comprehension, your vocabulary recall, and your overall comfort with the language. That profound, accumulating difference is the direct result of being consistent. Think about other life skills. Consider the goal of building physical strength, whether at the gym or exercising from home. If you perform an impressive 100 push-ups on one day, but then completely neglect your exercise routine for the subsequent 3 weeks, your physical condition will likely see very little sustainable change. However, if you commit to doing just 10 push-ups every single day for 30 consecutive days, your muscles will undoubtedly become noticeably stronger. The key wasn't the sheer volume of effort in a single session, but the sustained daily commitment. This principle, this understanding of daily incremental effort, is the driving force behind real, lasting change. The exact same principle applies powerfully to learning anything new. Picture yourself preparing for a significant academic exam. If you attempt to cram and absorb all the required information into your brain during one frantic all-night study session, it will be incredibly stressful, exhausting, and you'll likely forget a significant portion of what you learned almost immediately. Conversely, if you allocate a focused period to study a manageable amount each day, your brain benefits from crucial spaced repetition, allowing it ample time to process, understand, and solidify the information into long-term memory. You're not merely accumulating facts, you're actively building robust neural pathways and establishing powerful, enduring learning habits that will serve you throughout your life. Let me offer one more very simple, yet powerful illustration. Imagine a large, empty glass. Now, envision adding precisely one single drop of water to that glass every single day. On the first day, the glass appears almost entirely empty. On the second day, you'll still perceive very little water. But if you steadfastly continue to add just one drop each day, day after day, week after week, that glass will, inevitably, become completely full. That, my friends, is the essence of how consistency operates. It may initially feel incredibly slow, perhaps even imperceptible, but it unfailingly leads to substantial and undeniable results in the end. It's the silent, steady force that transforms aspirations into achievements. Now let's explore why consistency holds such immense importance and possesses such profound power in our lives, particularly when it comes to English learning. The most fundamental reason is that virtually all truly valuable and meaningful achievements in life demand time. We simply don't become masters of a skill, accomplish significant goals, or experience substantial personal growth in a single day, or even within a few days. Success, meaningful progress, genuine improvement. All these desirable outcomes are inherently time-dependent. And the only proven, reliable method to continuously move forward, day after day, is through the accumulation of small, consistent steps. When you commit to being consistent, you're not just performing tasks, you're actively building an unbreakable habit. You are meticulously training both your mind and your body to keep working, to keep pushing forward, even when the inherent difficulty of the task or the weight of daily life makes it feel incredibly challenging. You're establishing a powerful, deeply ingrained routine that seamlessly integrates itself into the fabric of your daily existence. Another critical reason why consistency is so potent is its remarkable ability to help you maintain focus and resilience. It's a common human tendency to embark on new endeavors with great enthusiasm, only to abandon them prematurely because we don't observe instant, dramatic results. This immediate gratification mindset can be a real roadblock. However, when you commit to consistency, you inherently cultivate the invaluable virtue of patience. You learn, firsthand, that truly transformative changes are not born from sudden, monumental leaps, but rather from the steady, unwavering accumulation of seemingly small actions. This deep-seated understanding cultivates an incredible sense of self-belief. You begin to tell yourself, "Yes, I can do this. I am undeniably making progress every single day." This inner conviction is a powerful propellant. Furthermore, consistency remarkably reduces stress. When an activity becomes a daily fixture, a non-negotiable part of your routine, it transcends the realm of a burdensome task and becomes as effortless and automatic as brushing your teeth or enjoying your morning coffee. You no longer need to expend mental energy debating whether or not to do it. You simply do it. This automaticity frees up cognitive resources. And as you perform this action repeatedly, day after day, you inevitably become better at it. You meticulously hone your skills, refine your understanding, and increase your efficiency. This consistent effort builds immense momentum, much like a powerful train that initially starts slowly from the station but steadily gathers incredible speed and unstoppable force as it progresses along its track. So, in the simplest, most powerful terms, consistency is the unwavering commitment to doing the right thing, repeatedly. It's about making the conscious decision to show up for your goals every single day, even when your inner voice is telling you to take a break. It's about placing unwavering belief in the cumulative power of small, sustained steps. You don't need to perform grand, monumental feats. Simply embrace the elegance of taking small, deliberate actions each and every day. Over time, those seemingly insignificant actions will unquestionably yield extraordinary success. Now that we truly grasp what consistency means, let's delve even deeper into its profound power. You might not always feel its immediate impact, but those small, dedicated actions performed daily possess the remarkable ability to sculpt truly monumental changes in your life. Initially, these actions might indeed feel minuscule, perhaps even agonizingly slow. You might perceive that nothing substantial is genuinely happening. However, if you steadfastly maintain your patience and unwavering commitment, you will inevitably witness just how powerful consistency truly is. Let's imagine your ultimate aspiration is to speak English with genuine fluency and confidence. You make a firm decision to meticulously learn just 10 new English words every single day. On the first day, you diligently learn those 10 words. That's a commendable start, but admittedly, it doesn't immediately feel like a transformative shift. On the second day, you learn another 10 words. It still feels like a very small, incremental step. But now, pause and envision the compounding effect. After just 1 week of consistent effort, you will have effortlessly learned an impressive 70 new words. After 1 full month, your active vocabulary will have expanded by a remarkable 300 words. And looking further ahead, in a mere 6 months, you will have accumulated a staggering total of over 1,800 new English words. That is a truly monumental number. You didn't acquire all those words in a single exhausting day. You did it gradually, methodically, step by small step. This is the undeniable accumulating power of consistency. A common pitfall that prevents many individuals from realizing their ambitious goals is the pervasive desire for instant gratification. They invest a burst of effort for a few days, and then, disheartened by the lack of immediate dramatic results, they prematurely cease their efforts. They mistakenly conclude, "This isn't working," but they fail to grant the process the necessary time to unfold. True change requires time, genuine growth requires time, and sustainable success is never a sudden, precipitous leap. Rather, it is the deliberate accumulation of countless small, focused steps taken consistently in the same unwavering direction. When you commit to doing a little bit every single day, you are not merely progressing, you are simultaneously forging powerful, enduring habits. These very habits will serve as your unwavering internal compass, guiding you forward even on those inevitable days when your energy is low or your motivation wanes. Consistency, therefore, is not just a strategy. It's the very bedrock upon which lasting success is built. Now, let's talk about motivation. Many people often say, "I will study English when I feel motivated," or "I will finally start exercising when I feel like it." But here's the fundamental truth that will liberate your learning journey. Motivation is an inherently fickle and unreliable emotion. It comes and it goes. Some days, you'll undoubtedly wake up feeling a surge of excitement, filled with boundless energy and eager to tackle your goals. But on other days, and these days will inevitably arrive, you'll feel utterly exhausted, perhaps bored, or simply devoid of the usual spark. That's not just normal. It's a universal human experience. Motivation, truly, is like the weather. It's constantly changing. Sometimes it's brilliantly sunny and invigorating, and at other times it's gray, cloudy, and uninspiring. You wouldn't postpone all your outdoor plans indefinitely just because you're waiting for perpetually perfect weather, would you? In the same vein, you cannot afford to wait for motivation to strike before you take essential action. This is precisely where consistency steps in and becomes your most unwavering, reliable ally. Consistency remains steadfast, even when motivation has packed its bags and seemingly abandoned you. It embodies the commitment to performing the necessary actions, to fulfilling your daily learning promise, even on those days when your inner voice is strongly urging you to relax or procrastinate. It's about honoring the promise you made to yourself, not just to your temporary feelings. Think about a simple daily habit like brushing your teeth. Do you genuinely need a surge of motivation to perform this act? No, of course not. You simply do it every single day because it has been ingrained as a deeply rooted habit. That's how you want to approach your English learning goals. Strive to make them an automatic, non-negotiable part of your daily rhythm. When your learning becomes a deeply embedded habit, that habit will effortlessly carry you further than any fleeting burst of motivation ever could. Let me share a very simple yet profoundly impactful story. There was a dedicated professional named David. David was originally from a small town in the Midwest, and for a significant portion of his adult life, he hadn't truly focused on developing his English-speaking skills beyond basic necessities. He had always harbored a quiet desire to improve, especially for his career prospects, but every time he attempted to start a new learning program, he'd find himself abandoning it after just a few days or weeks. He often felt overwhelmed, concluding that English was simply too hard for him. He'd inwardly chastise himself, thinking, "Maybe I'm too old to learn a new language. Perhaps I'm just not smart enough." But despite these self-doubts, that dream of confidently speaking English persistently lingered within him. One afternoon, while listening to a personal development podcast, David heard a simple yet incredibly powerful piece of advice. Just commit to 5 minutes a day, every single day. At first, the idea struck him as almost absurd. Can a mere 5 minutes truly make any difference at all? He thought skeptically. But a tiny spark of curiosity, combined with the low barrier to entry, prompted him to give it a try. He downloaded a straightforward English news podcast and made a firm yet easily achievable commitment to himself. "I will listen for exactly 5 minutes every day." No pressure, no overwhelming goals, just those 5 dedicated minutes. Initially, the routine felt a bit awkward. He listened while brewing his morning coffee, or during a quick break at work, or just before unwinding for bed. Sometimes he only understood a handful of words, but crucially, he never stopped. He deliberately chose not to stress about grasping every single detail. His sole focus was simply to show up and press play every day. He meticulously made a small checkmark in his digital calendar every time he completed his 5 minutes. After just 1 week, he had 7 consistent marks. After 1 month, he had 30. For the very first time in his life, David felt an undeniable sense of momentum. He was actively building something tangible. Slowly, those initial 5 minutes effortlessly expanded into 10, then 15. He started writing down new words and phrases he encountered. He began watching short English videos with subtitles, and eventually, he even found himself repeating sentences out loud, practicing his intonation and speaking rhythm. After just 3 months, David was consistently dedicating 30 minutes to English practice every single day. Yet, surprisingly, it still felt remarkably effortless to him, precisely because it had become an ingrained, almost automatic part of his daily routine. One day, a colleague, noticing his newfound confidence, asked him, "David, how on earth did you improve your English so much, so fast?" David simply smiled and replied, "I didn't improve fast. I just didn't stop." That was his profound secret: unwavering consistency. He didn't engage in anything grand or special. He just embraced the power of doing something small, yet deliberate, every single day. And that unassuming habit utterly transformed his language abilities. A year later, David confidently enrolled in an advanced English conversation class in his city. He could effortlessly understand his instructor, confidently ask insightful questions, and actively participate in lively discussions. He was, of course, still on his learning journey, but he now possessed a profound sense of confidence. He even found himself enthusiastically mentoring other students, sharing his wisdom. If you genuinely want to learn, don't agonize over achieving perfection. Simply commit to consistency. Show up every day. Today, David thrives in his role as a team leader at a prominent international company. He seamlessly communicates with clients and colleagues from diverse linguistic backgrounds every single day. He confidently leads meetings, negotiates deals, and builds rapport, all in English. His initial dream didn't materialize through luck or extraordinary innate intelligence, but through the sheer, undeniable power of consistency. He wholeheartedly believed in the cumulative effect of small, sustained steps, and those steps propelled him to unimaginable heights. This inspiring story profoundly illustrates a timeless truth. Sustained success is not the result of a single monumental action. Rather, it is the direct outcome of countless small, purposeful actions, consistently repeated over time. David didn't wait for the elusive, perfect moment. He didn't give up when progress felt excruciatingly slow. He simply kept moving forward. And you, my friends, possess the same incredible capacity. Whether your ambition is to master English, cultivate better health, or forge any new positive habit, remember to start small, commit to unwavering consistency, and unfailingly believe in your own capacity. Just like David, you will undoubtedly witness the remarkable results, and one day you'll look back with profound satisfaction at just how far you've come. Consistency is far more than just a commendable habit. It is a truly life-altering principle. When you actively choose to be consistent, you are granting yourself the invaluable opportunity to continually improve, to genuinely grow, and ultimately to achieve remarkable success. Let's delve into the myriad wonderful benefits that consistency bestows upon us, not only within the realm of English learning, but also across the broad landscape of our personal lives. First and foremost, consistency is the undeniable engine that drives skill improvement and fosters genuine, tangible progress. Consider any skill you aspire to master: fluent reading, articulate writing, confident English speaking, culinary arts, driving proficiency, or playing a musical instrument. No one becomes truly exceptional at these endeavors in a single day, or even within a few intense sessions. True mastery is an evolutionary process, painstakingly built step by meticulous step. When you commit to practicing a skill every single day, even for a brief duration, you inevitably get better. Your brain forms new neural connections, your motor skills become more refined, your memory strengthens, and your understanding deepens. It's irrelevant whether your daily progress feels minuscule. Over an extended period, the cumulative effect of all those seemingly small, consistent steps will compound into a significant, undeniable leap forward. One day, you will inevitably look back and feel an immense sense of pride at the vast distance you've covered. Let's use English speaking as a precise illustration. Initially, you might experience shyness, hesitation, or a feeling of uncertainty when attempting to speak English. This is a very natural starting point. However, if you dedicate yourself to speaking a little bit every single day, perhaps by engaging in self-talk in the mirror, or diligently repeating phrases from a captivating podcast, you will gradually, yet undeniably, begin to feel more confident. Your tongue and mouth will become more accustomed to forming English sounds. Your mind will retrieve the appropriate words and phrases with greater speed, and the anxiety surrounding making mistakes will significantly diminish. All of these positive transformations occur because you steadfastly remained consistent. And as you tangibly witness your own progress, you'll feel an even greater surge of motivation to persist. Another profound benefit of consistency is its unparalleled ability to cultivate discipline. Discipline, in its truest sense, is the unwavering commitment to doing what is necessary, even when the task feels inherently difficult, or your inclination is to avoid it. When you actively practice consistency, you are meticulously training yourself in time management and energy allocation. You are teaching yourself the invaluable skill of sustained focus. Perhaps on certain days, you simply don't feel like studying. Maybe you're physically exhausted or emotionally drained. However, if you still manage to dedicate just 5 or 10 focused minutes to listening to English or reading a short passage, you are actively strengthening your mental fortitude. You are forging a robust habit. That particular brand of discipline is not merely beneficial for language learning. It is universally applicable and profoundly advantageous across every facet of your life. Your professional endeavors, your physical and mental health, your interpersonal relationships, and the pursuit of all your personal aspirations. Consistency also bestows upon you a truly remarkable gift: unshakable confidence. Every time you diligently perform an action repeatedly, you begin to foster a deeper, more profound trust in your own capabilities. You start to assert, "Yes, I can do this. I am undeniably making continuous progress." That newfound confidence possesses the incredible power to fundamentally alter your entire outlook. You'll carry yourself with greater assurance, articulate your thoughts with enhanced clarity, and genuinely believe in your inherent ability to learn and to grow. And when that wellspring of confidence emerges, you'll be far more inclined to bravely venture into new territories. You'll speak English in public settings with greater ease, confidently pursue new professional opportunities, or finally embark on projects that once seemed daunting. This profound internal shift, this blossoming of self-belief, all originates from the humble commitment to simple, daily actions. Let's briefly consider how consistency enriches our personal lives beyond language. Think about the pursuit of better health. If your commitment to healthy eating is limited to a single nutritious meal once a week, its impact will be negligible. However, if you consistently make slightly healthier food choices every day, opting for more fresh vegetables, increasing your water intake, and subtly reducing processed sugars, your body will undeniably reap immense rewards. You'll experience enhanced well-being, more restorative sleep, and a palpable increase in your energy levels. The same principle applies to physical activity. A consistent 15-minute daily walk is demonstrably more beneficial than an intense 1-hour run performed sporadically once a month. It's the unwavering, cumulative effect of daily effort that ultimately yields the most significant and lasting rewards. Consistency, perhaps surprisingly, also strengthens our most cherished relationships. If you consistently interact with your family members with kindness and understanding every single day, consciously allocate quality time to your children or friends, or simply express love and care on a daily basis, your relationships will inevitably flourish. People will feel a deeper sense of connection and trust. Why? Because they see you again and again. You are not just kind one time, you are kind every day. That's powerful. And of course, when our focus returns to the beautiful journey of learning English, consistency emerges as your most invaluable companion. Acquiring proficiency in a new language is inherently a process that demands time. You have to hear it, read it, speak it, and use it many times before it becomes easy. That's why engaging in small, daily practice sessions is so extraordinarily beneficial. Perhaps you dedicate yourself to listening to one short podcast episode every morning, or you meticulously write 5 English sentences every single night. Perhaps you review new vocabulary during your lunch break, or engage in a brief English conversation with a friend once a day. These seemingly minor, yet diligently maintained daily habits will nurture your English proficiency, allowing it to blossom and flourish, much like a plant that receives its consistent, life-giving water every single day. So, as you can clearly discern, embracing consistency brings forth an abundance of profound benefits. It dramatically elevates your skills, propels you relentlessly forward, cultivates invaluable discipline and unshakable confidence, and significantly enhances your overall quality of life in both subtle and transformative ways. And the most empowering aspect of all? You don't need to strive for an unattainable level of perfection. Your singular focus should be on consistent presence. Show up for your goals every single day, commit to a small, deliberate action, and place your unwavering belief in the cumulative impact of your daily efforts. Because consistency is not merely a strategy for success, it is, in its purest form, the indispensable key that unlocks the door to all your aspirations. Now let's talk about something very important: how to build consistency. Consistency means doing something again and again without stopping. It doesn't mean doing it perfectly. It means doing it regularly, even when life gets busy or hard. If you want to learn English well or build any good habit, consistency is the key. It's not about doing a lot one time. It's about doing a little every day. When you are consistent, you slowly build a strong habit, and that habit becomes part of your life. The best way to start is to start incredibly small. Many people try to do too much in the beginning. They say, "I will study for 1 hour every day," or "I will wake up at 5 a.m. and read 20 pages." This sounds great, but it's hard to keep going after a few days. They feel tired and they stop. That's why starting small is better. Instead of 1 hour, start with 5 minutes. Instead of 20 pages, just read 1. Instead of watching a long video, just listen to a short one. When it feels easy, you are more likely to do it again tomorrow. And slowly over time, you can grow your habit. You can study longer, you can read more, but the beginning must feel simple. Small steps make the journey easier. Another helpful tip is to make a routine. A routine means doing something at the same time every day. For example, you can decide, "I will listen to English for 5 minutes after breakfast," or "I will write 1 sentence in English before I go to sleep." When you connect your habit to a regular part of your day, it becomes natural. You don't have to think about it too much. It just becomes a part of your daily life. This makes it easier to remember and harder to forget. The more your habit fits into your daily routine, the stronger it becomes. It's also a great idea to track your progress. You can use a simple notebook, a journal, or even a calendar. After you finish your habit, make a small mark or write 1 sentence like, "I listened to English today," or "I read 1 short story." When you see your progress on paper, it makes you feel proud. It shows you how far you have come. Even if the progress is small, it is still progress, and seeing it every day reminds you to keep going. Some people like to make checklists. Others draw stars or color boxes on a calendar. Find the way that works for you. The goal is to see your effort and celebrate it. Speaking of celebration, don't forget to reward yourself. When you are consistent, you should feel happy and proud. Give yourself small rewards. Maybe after 7 days of practice, you enjoy your favorite snack, or you take a relaxing walk, or you watch a movie in English. Rewards make your brain feel good. They tell your mind, yes, this is something I want to do again. You don't need big rewards. Even saying well done to yourself is a reward. Give yourself a smile, a clap, or a little dance. These small positive actions make your habit stronger. Now this part is very important. Practice every day, even if you only do a little. Do it every single day. Daily practice keeps your habit alive. It keeps your brain active. It helps you remember more. When you skip days, it's harder to come back. But when you do something every day, it becomes normal, just like brushing your teeth. It becomes part of who you are. Some days will be easy. Some days will be hard. But every day is a chance to grow. Don't wait for the perfect time. Just take action, no matter how small. And here's a final tip. Don't break the chain. This means once you start your daily habit, try to never miss a day. Each day when you complete your habit, you can put an X on your calendar. After a few days, you will see a line of X's, a chain. Your goal is to keep the chain going. The longer the chain, the stronger your motivation. And if you miss one day, don't be sad. Just start a new chain. Always come back. Always restart. So remember, building consistency is not about doing a lot. It's about doing a little every day. Start small. Make a routine. Track your progress. Reward yourself. And don't break the chain. These simple steps will help you build a strong habit that stays with you. If you want to improve your English, these tips can change your life. One step at a time. One day at a time. You are building a better future. Keep going. You are doing great. Now, let me share a real-life example or story that might help you to know more about the power of consistency. Let me share with you a true and inspiring story. It's about a man named David. David is from a small town, and for most of his life, he didn't speak English. He had always wanted to learn, but every time he started, he stopped after a few days. He felt like English was too hard. He would say, "Maybe it's not for me. I'm too old to learn. I'm not smart enough." But deep down, David still had the dream. He wanted to understand movies in English. He wanted to travel. He wanted to talk to people from around the world. He just didn't know how to stay consistent. One day, David heard someone say something simple but powerful. Just do 5 minutes a day, every day. At first, he didn't believe it. Can 5 minutes really help me? He thought. But he decided to try. He downloaded a simple English podcast and told himself, "I will listen for 5 minutes every day. That's it. No pressure, no big goals, just 5 minutes." At the beginning, it felt strange. He listened while making tea or before going to bed. Sometimes he only understood a few words, but he didn't stop. He didn't worry about understanding everything. He just showed up every day. He made a small check mark in his notebook every time he listened. After 1 week, he had 7 marks. After 1 month, he had 30 factorial. For the first time in his life, David felt like he was building something. Slowly, those 5 minutes became 10, then 15. He started writing down new words. He began watching short English videos with subtitles. He even started repeating sentences out loud, to practice his speaking. After 3 months, David was consistently dedicating 30 minutes to English practice every day. But to him, it still felt simple, because it had become part of his life. One day, his friend asked him, "How did you learn so much English so fast?" David smiled and said, "I didn't learn fast, I just didn't stop." That was his secret. Consistency. He didn't do anything big or special, he just did something small every day. And that small habit changed his life. 1 year later, David joined an English class in his town. He could understand the teacher, he could ask questions. He was still learning, but now he had confidence. He even started helping other students. He told them, "If you want to learn, don't worry about being perfect, just be consistent. Show up every day." Today, David thrives in his role as a team leader at a prominent international company. He seamlessly communicates with clients and colleagues from diverse linguistic backgrounds every single day. He confidently leads meetings, negotiates deals, and builds rapport, all in English. His initial dream didn't materialize through luck or extraordinary innate intelligence, but through the sheer, undeniable power of consistency. He wholeheartedly believed in the cumulative effect of small, sustained steps, and those steps propelled him to unimaginable heights. This inspiring story profoundly illustrates a timeless truth. Sustained success is not the result of a single monumental action. Rather, it is the direct outcome of countless small, purposeful actions consistently repeated over time. David didn't wait for the elusive, perfect moment. He didn't give up when progress felt excruciatingly slow. He simply kept moving forward, and you, my friends, possess the same incredible capacity. Whether your ambition is to master English, cultivate better health, or forge any new positive habit, remember to start small, commit to unwavering consistency, and unfailingly believe in your own capacity. Just like David, you will undoubtedly witness the remarkable results. And one day, you'll look back with profound satisfaction at just how far you've come. Now, what about the challenges people face and how to overcome them? In the journey of learning something new, especially learning English or building better habits, many people face challenges. These challenges are very common. They happen to almost everyone. Maybe at the beginning, you feel excited and motivated. You make a plan and feel ready to follow it. But after a few days or weeks, something changes. You feel bored, you feel tired, you get distracted, and slowly you stop doing the things you wanted to do. This is a normal part of the learning process. You are not alone. Even successful people go through this. The key is not to be perfect. The key is to learn how to keep going, even when things feel hard. One of the biggest problems people face is boredom. At first, everything feels new and fun, but after some time, the same routine can feel boring. For example, maybe you listen to the same type of English lesson every day, and it starts to feel repetitive. Or maybe you do the same kind of exercise, and it's not exciting anymore. When we get bored, we lose interest. We don't feel excited to continue. That's why it's important to change things sometimes. Try a new podcast, watch a new English video, or speak with someone different. A small change can make a big difference. It helps your brain feel fresh and interested again. Another common problem is feeling tired or low on energy. After a long day at work or school, you might feel too tired to practice or study. Your body wants rest, your mind feels heavy, And sometimes you just want to do nothing. This is completely normal. Everyone feels tired sometimes. The secret is to listen to your body, but still take small steps. If you can't do 30 minutes, just do 5 minutes. If you don't want to study with full focus, maybe just listen to something while lying down. Small actions, even on tired days, keep your habit alive. And often after doing just a little, you feel more energy and motivation to continue. Distractions are also a big challenge. In today's world, there are so many things fighting for your attention. Your phone, social media, TV, messages from friends, noise from outside. It's very easy to say, "I'll do it later," and then forget. That's why creating a quiet space and a clear time for your learning is so important. Try to turn off notifications, put your phone away for a few minutes. Find a small, quiet place in your home. Even if it's just 10 minutes, make that time special and focused. Your brain needs space to focus, so make a small study corner or find a calm moment in your day. And let your friends or family know this time is important for you. That way, they can support you instead of interrupting you. Sometimes the biggest challenge is wanting to give up. You may feel like, "I'm not improving," or "it's too difficult," or "this is not working." These thoughts are normal. Everyone has them. Learning a new skill like English takes time. It takes patience. You will not see big results in just a few days, but if you keep going step by step, you will get better. Think of it like planting a seed. You don't see the plant right away, but if you water it every day, it slowly grows. Your learning is the same. Keep watering it with your daily practice, and you will see results later. So what can you do when you face these challenges? How can you stay on track? First, remind yourself why you started. What is your goal? Do you want to speak better English to get a better job? Do you want to travel or pass a test? Write your reason down and read it often. When things get hard, your reason will help you stay strong. Second, make your task as easy as possible. You don't need to do a lot. Just do a little every day. One sentence, one word, one audio. Small steps are better than no steps. Small actions build big habits. Third, celebrate your progress. Even if you only studied for 5 minutes, that's still a win. Say, "Well done," to yourself. Be proud of your effort. Positive feelings help you come back the next day. Fourth, talk to someone. Don't keep your struggles inside. Share your feelings with a friend, teacher, or partner. You can even join an online group or listen to stories from people who have the same problems. Knowing that others go through the same thing makes you feel stronger. You feel less alone. And finally, don't be afraid to start again. If you stop for one day or even 1 week, it's okay. Just come back. Restart. You are not a failure. You are human. Life is busy and full of surprises. What matters is that you keep trying. Remember, every challenge is part of the journey. Feeling bored, tired, or distracted doesn't mean you are weak. It means you are learning. You are growing. Stay kind to yourself. Stay patient. And most importantly, keep going. You are stronger than you think. If you want to improve your English, it's important to have a simple and smart plan. Many people feel lost when they start learning. They ask, "What should I do first?" Or, "How can I learn faster?" The answer is not always about doing more, but about doing the right things with consistency and patience. So, let's talk about some helpful tips that can guide you on your English learning journey. One of the best things you can do is practice every day for 15 to 30 minutes. You don't need to study for hours. Just a small amount of time each day is enough if you use it well. When you practice every day, your brain stays active and remembers more. Think of it like watering a plant. If you give it a little water every day, it grows. But if you water it too much once a week and forget the rest of the time, it might not survive. The same goes for learning English. Daily practice keeps your learning alive and fresh. But how should you use those 15 to 30 minutes? Use simple habits that are easy to follow. For example, you can listen to an English podcast while walking or cooking. You don't have to understand every word. Just listen and try to catch a few new words or phrases. This will improve your listening skills naturally. You can also try writing one sentence in English every day. It could be about your day, your mood, or something you learned. Over time, these small sentences become paragraphs, and your writing becomes better and more confident. Another great habit is to speak with a friend in English. If you don't have a friend who speaks English, you can talk to yourself. Yes, really. Look in the mirror and say, "Good morning. Today I feel happy." Or describe what you are doing. "I am making tea." "I am washing dishes." These small speak-it moments help your mouth get used to English words. And if you make it fun, you'll want to do it more often. Now this part is very important. Don't stop if you make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes when they learn something new. It's part of the process. Mistakes help you grow. When a baby learns to walk, they fall many times, but they get up again and try. That's how we learn anything in life. English is the same. If you say something wrong, it's okay. If you forget a word, it's okay. If someone corrects you, be happy. That means you are learning. Don't feel shy or embarrassed. Be proud that you are trying. Also, don't compare yourself to others. Some people learn fast, others take more time. Every learner has their own journey. What matters is not how fast you go, but how long you keep going. The more you practice, the better you become. The more you speak, the more confident you feel. Your English will improve step by step. Be kind to yourself and enjoy the process. So remember, practice a little every day. Use simple habits like listening, writing, and speaking. Make your practice part of your daily life. And most importantly, never stop just because you make mistakes. Keep going, stay positive, and believe in yourself. You are learning something beautiful, and every small step you take brings you closer to your goal. As we reach the end of today's episode, I want to remind you that results don't come quickly. Whether you're learning English or working on any personal goal, progress can feel slow at times. But don't let that discourage you. The truth is, results come slowly, but they will come if you stay consistent. Just like David in the story, you don't need to do everything perfectly or quickly to succeed. All you need is to keep going, even when it feels difficult. Success doesn't happen overnight, but with small steps each day, you will look back and be amazed at how far you've come. It's easy to feel frustrated when you don't see instant results. But remember, learning is a process, and every little effort you make is building your future. Every time you practice English, even for just a few minutes, you are moving closer to your goal. Think about it this way. When you plant a seed in the ground, you can't see the plant growing every day. But if you water it every day, it slowly grows. Your learning is the same. Keep watering it with your daily practice, and you will see results later. It's also important to remind yourself that no one's journey is the same. There may be days when you feel like you're not improving or that others are doing better, but the truth is, everyone learns at their own pace. What matters is not how fast you go, but how long you keep going. The more you practice, the better you become. The more you speak, the more confident you feel. Your English will improve step by step. Be kind to yourself and enjoy the process. I am acutely aware that it's easy to get caught up in the idea of instant results. We live in a world where everything seems to happen quickly, whether it's ordering food, shopping online, or even getting answers on the internet. But learning something new, especially a language, takes time and patience, and that's okay. So if you ever find yourself about to give up, I earnestly encourage you to take a deep breath and recall why you started. Reconnect with the profound reasons you began this endeavor. Perhaps it's the aspiration to travel freely, to connect with diverse individuals, to secure a more fulfilling career, or simply because you love learning. Cling to that reason and let it serve as your unwavering source of motivation when the path inevitably becomes arduous. I want to extend my heartfelt encouragement to you. Keep going. Do not yield, even when the challenges feel overwhelming, even when frustration threatens to consume you. Paradoxically, those very moments of struggle are precisely when your most significant growth is occurring. The objective is to maintain your consistency and to continue taking those invaluable small steps forward. With every small effort, you are getting closer to your goal, and one day you will look back and be so proud of how far you've come. So remember this: consistency is key. Little by little, every day, you are making progress. It might not feel like it at times, but trust me, you are. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep practicing even when it feels hard, because your future self will thank you. You are capable of more than you realize. I'll leave you with this motivational quote to carry with you. Success is the sum of small efforts, repeated day in and day out. This quote is a perfect reminder that the little things we do every day lead to big results. The small efforts you make today are what will bring you success tomorrow. Thank you for listening to today's podcast. I hope this episode has inspired you to stay consistent on your learning journey. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Take it one step at a time and trust that every effort is building the path to your success. Keep believing in yourself. You've got this. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I really hope you found it helpful and inspiring. Remember, learning English is a journey, and every step you take brings you closer to your goals. I invite you to listen again whenever you need a little extra motivation or support. Consistency is the key to success, and coming back to this podcast will help you stay on track. Good luck with your English learning journey. Keep practicing, stay positive, and believe in yourself. You're doing great, and you have everything you need to succeed. Until next time, take care, and I look forward to having you listen again soon. Keep up the hard work, and remember, you've got this.